welcome back to Napoleon Total War 3. So, there's been quite a few changes since last time around. I was gonna prepare for a number of different invasions, and the Portuguese once again started trading with the English, and so this time around I said, you know what, Spain, you're actually gonna do something. And so I told I declared war on Portugal, and I got the Spanish to join in. Unfortunately for me, it took way too long for the Spanish to get anything done. Now we can see them here, but I had to march my armies down from Belgium, through Spain, and all the way to Portugal. All the way to the capital, Lisbon. So I had to walk all that way, and in that time Spain was unable to subdue Portugal, which was quite a farce, I must say. So this is the battle we're going to do today, the siege of Lisbon. However, some other stuff happened in the meantime. We attacked Mecklenburg and we took that. And in so doing, it turned out that Denmark rather sided with Mecklenburg than with us, so they actually declared war on us. But I managed to get a peace treaty with them. And what happened there was that we actually sort of switched allies, and we became not allied, but we managed to sue for peace with Sweden. And they got Norway. So, and I've got a spy there now that keeps an eye on what the Swedes are up to. The Swedes still don't like us, but we're not at war with them anymore. I think Sweden is at war with Denmark though, yes. And they're still at war with some of our allies. And I don't think you can actually, there's no option to force peace with anyone. And so Denmark is at war with Great Britain. As we saw, Great Britain did go ahead and invade, but just as they were about to actually kill Copenhagen, 2 full stacks of Danish troops turned up, just randomly popped up here next to the capital, and were able to destroy Wellington. Well, actually Wellington was able to salvage one of those armies, but then the second one, since he had no reinforcement, he was broken down, so he lost there. But as you can see, the German states are now under our control. I'm building my German army here. I've split it up into 2 sections. We've got the Württemberg, or the sort of Frankfurt area, plus the, I can't remember, wait, we got some Saxony troops, but I think most of this, some of the Württembergers, but then also just a lot of, as you can see, Schwarzburg and Nassau troops. And then we put the Wiener battalion, or the Frivillige from Vienna. And then in this one we've got the Saxon troops, and we've got the Duchy of Bergen troops. So the troops, I believe, are recruited from over here. Yes, these guys, together with the Saxons, and also the this Badischen Grenadier and this Württemberg Grenadier is going to move in. So we've got 2 German armies, although they're not at complete full strength, but they're completely German. Yeah, all of the units in here are German, so we have no French troops whatsoever in these 2. I'm hoping that once we're able, the thing is though, taking Bavaria is the last part, so probably won't be able to recruit any more Bavarian troops. I've stationed Audrenot here to make sure that if something happens in this region, my allies declare war on me, because there was a chance, because I'd broken my treaty when I attacked the Westphalians, and a lot of my allies were quite unhappy with that. So I placed an army there. I also placed 2 armies here because it turned out that the English keep landing armies in Denmark, but they're not attacking Denmark. Instead, they're marching through and coming through into my territory. And so I dispatched Casimir with a Polish army and let's see, Saint Croix, or Laurent, maybe we should call him. I sent these 2 armies to bottle them up here, but as we can see, this army, after I outer assault, actually managed to survive and keep moving. But we got quite a few armies there. I also placed... Who did I place down here? Levray. I placed Levray down here in case something happened here, but it could also be used because I believe that a lot of... I think Sardinia, Naples and the Kingdom of Sicily all are trading with my enemies, or I think they were. They're usually quite likely to break. Yeah, Naples is trading with Britain, which we don't like, so there's a possibility that we can use Levray to invade Naples. And then someone wanted me to possibly attack the Spanish, which we could do. Let's see, what else were there? No, I don't think there was anything else. Well, I think you're sick and tired of me talking about all this. So, let's instead go ahead and attack the Portuguese. I think the Spanish have already done a number of their... done in a number of their armies, because I believe they had another full stack army moving around here beforehand. But we're down to just the capital now, and we're gonna go ahead and take it. Let's go ahead and auto-save, and then attack the fort. We also can actually get a Spanish reinforcement army coming in, which is quite interesting. And we get Murat coming in. I send Murat and Sol down to deal with the Portuguese. And so on we go. The walls have already been slightly broken. I'm not entirely sure if it was the Spanish who has made an attack on it, or what has happened here really. Maybe they break down if you siege it too long, but I don't think that's the case. I think that's the case in some of the newer Total Wars, but I don't think it's the case in this one. So, most likely, the Spanish have made an attempt on Lisbon at some point and failed. Someone also asked me... Oh, I always forget this, don't I? Someone asked me about... He wanted to see... Well, he wanted to see if there's gonna be like an improvement of the uniforms, or if basically the infantry, when are they gonna get their sacos? So, similar hats to these troops. When are the infantry gonna get these? And the thing was that the sacos were introduced to the infantry in 1807, I believe. And so, technically, the line infantry should have been issued with sacos already. So, I'm not entirely sure why they don't have any sacos. I'm looking for a good place to place my artillery. Yes, there was another good thing about... Another good thing was... someone commented about splitting up the artillery, because when you place them together, they have a tendency to shoot the cannon crew next to them, but also sometimes they, when you group them together, the two cannons next to each other sometimes get too close to each other, so they can't fire. This one is actually going to fire into a bloody wall. So I guess this is the location we're going to have the cannon, and ample space so they don't shoot each other. So this is a Belgian army that's laying in the attack. What we're gonna do, because there's gonna come a lot of cannon fire, I imagine, from the town, is Oh, you know what? There is a breach there already. But what I'm going to do is we're gonna have one group over there, and then we're gonna have one group over here hiding in the woods, protecting from the cannon shots. Then we're gonna open up another hole in the side there. I imagine that they're gonna have cavalry in the back of the castle, like we've seen at other times. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have the cavalry. What we're gonna do is we're gonna have the light cavalry maybe on this side. No, I don't actually get close enough. So we're gonna have the light cavalry on this side together with the heavy cavalry, but maybe the light cavalry will lead it so they can charge in on cannons and stuff that's going to undoubtedly turn up there. And then we're gonna have the general make sure that he does not get killed, so we're gonna have him back here somewhere, overviewing from back here of the town. And then we're gonna have this one move up once, well, we're gonna have both these move up once we have opened up a hole in the wall. So as we can see here, we got the Portuguese troops here. There's a Lightfoot battalion, Caçadores, and here's some militia troops. A lot of militia troops. And here are some actual regular infantry. The general station in the middle. And then I bet, you know what, I can't see any cavalry. I can't see no cavalry at all. And so we have opened fire, but we're firing on this. We're firing against the troops on the wall. But what we want to do is we want to open a hole in the wall. The Portuguese troops are actually moving away. The thing is, we are heavily supported in this attack with a lot of troops, but we want to make sure that we capture the town and that it doesn't fall to the Spanish. There's going to be some heavy melee fights, and we saw that even when I sent in the old guard, it's a very, very tough fight to break through this. You know what? They're putting very little defense on the left. So why don't we have this side already march up and gain ground? Oh, we got this. Oh, it's the Spaniards. Oh, the Spaniards are coming in, supporting my army even before I need it. So not only are we going to, we're going to outnumber the Portuguese as well. Right now, though, the Spaniards are marching straight through my cannon fire. So here we got the horse guards, and we've got some kind of dragoons, so hussar unit coming up behind. They realize their folly, ish, or are they just stopping there to stop my cannon fire? Because I don't want to shoot my allies, of course, but if they're gonna stand in the way, get out of the way. Oh, the Spanish cannons have opened up. We've got a Spanish battery back here, a 12-pounder, which has opened up. And they're deploying the other guns there, which, typical AI, they're placing them in a horrible location, and they're actually shooting their own men. So not only are the enemies standing in the way of... Oh, God. As long as they don't shoot my men. And here comes the Spanish line infantry. I was about to say light infantry. Gonna shoot their own men, are they? Not entirely sure why these units are so small. Maybe it's because they have, yeah, it seems that they have been in combat with the Portuguese. Anyways, we've made ground here, and as we approach, we can see that there are a lot more areas. You know, I'm pretty sure there were horsemen there. Maybe it's just that we cannot see them. So let's move into an angle like that. There's gonna be a lot of troops on the ground. More than there is usually. I'm not entirely sure how well the game will handle that. We're gonna form thicker formations since we have reached our goal. And I think it's time we move this force up as well. We probably should move them already, maybe in thicker formation. The Spanish are laying into that side, we're laying in there. So there actually is some cooperation here. Although it would be nicer if the Spanish actually put the guns in a better position. So more line infantry are turning up. A provincial regiment. It's coming up. Here's another one. And another one. Lots of cavalry as well. Dragoon guards. Hussars. More guard. Dragoons. We've got this Lancer unit. The first Lancers. Lots of Spanish troops. You know what? Hold your God damn it. Didn't I tell you to hold fire? Shooting loads of our allies. Right. Clearly the allies intend to march straight onto the walls there. So we're gonna have to reposition our artillery in a better position. And then, you know what? Since the Spanish haven't done anything really. Oh, we can actually see the Spanish targets there. Oh, now 2 cannon shots came through here. So what I want to do is I want to place my guns over here instead. Hopefully the Spanish will not shoot down my guns and destroy them in the process. I wonder how well the Spanish attack will go. Okay, so they're sending in all their infantry. What do we have there in the last? Oh, we have guerrilla unit coming in the last part of the men. Irregular guerrilla. They're making their way up. I'm wondering why they didn't send them in first. Ah, yes. I'm not entirely sure though. That could have been enemy fire that took out one of the guns. Quite a few cannon shots are coming down from the fort. The Spanish troops are going in though, full force. But as we now get closer, we can see that the enemy, the Portuguese, have loads of cavalry inside, stationed around the flag. And then they have their militia unit stationed in here. And they got guys on the wall. And as the Spanish are closing in, I bet we're gonna see the guys on the wall start opening fire down upon the Spanish lines. Okay, are the guns... No, the guns are not in position yet. Oh, they've broken it up, 56%. The cannon here is still operational though, although they're not firing it. Oh, they've started opening fire now from the wall down on this Spanish unit, which is the irregular line infantry, which they're targeting right now, and it's about to break, given the men they've lost. And the rest of them are coming in. It's quite hard to move our cannons in this rough terrain, so it's going to take a while until our cannons are able to open fire again on the walls. But it seems as though the Portuguese are going to keep standing on this, and when this breaks, a lot of these soldiers up here are going to die. But if this is the way the Spanish intend to take the fort, then I can understand why they were unable to take it. The French troops are stationed on either side, and the Spanish ones... Oh, they're actually moving in now. Let's see, my guns should be ready soon, so we can lay down shot on that fort. They are moving up to exchange fire with the walls, it seems. Our guns are in position and ready to unlimber. Unlimber the guns. Right, the Spanish open fire. Sounds like someone's charging. The Portuguese are charging down. Oh, that bug. Yeah. We've got a mass grave of Portuguese here. Is that what unit was it? Is it still somewhere around here, the unit that got massacred there? It's if a unit stands on top of... I don't know really how it works, but if something breaks and a unit standing on top of it, sometimes then when they run down, stuff like that happens. So as soon as everyone comes down and hits the ground, they die for some reason. Oh, our cannon shots are ringing through air, cutting up bodies. They're sending down a load of men, and actually they're being brave enough to send them out through the... oh, there's the unit that got massacred. 100 men, though, survived from it. The Portuguese are attacking out of the fort. Hold your ground, men. Same goes for the men up here. So we need to deploy these guys into a battle formation because the Portuguese are coming out of the fort. The cavalry here is, of course, it's a lot more pressing to deal with them. We're gonna move our men back a bit, a form line like this, and then I bet we should be able to hold against the cavalry. The guard cavalry that's coming out there. The Spanish are sending all their men through a frontal charge towards the gate, and they're being met by the Portuguese line infantry. Oh, it's actually the guerrilla troops that come in contact first. But it seems the upper hand is left to the Portuguese. That cavalry unit will be sent off shortly. We got a Spanish unit there making it for the hills. Got another one there, sort of about-ish to break. You know what? Hold our fire, because right now we're firing into this, and we're causing as much damage among our Spanish allies as we are among the Portuguese. We don't want to shoot too much in here. The Spanish just gonna force their way straight through all of this. Well, it's nice that they're actually doing something for once. Oh, the Portuguese moved a lot of men over here. Maybe because of my cavalry. Oh, here comes the Spanish cavalry. They're just going at it full force. We need to open up a hole in the wall there. Oh, we broke down that edge. So this is no longer a useful platform for the enemy. And the cannons broke down on the sides. But we really need to get through here. A lot of the Spanish troops are making it back for the hills. A lot of the infantry and the also the guerrilla unit. We got spikes have been placed here. I'm not entirely sure who placed the spikes right there. But we got spikes all along here, and it's faced towards us. So we got to keep an eye on that. Who is this? It's the Hussars chasing away Portuguese troops. More Spanish troops. We've got light troops coming up here. Blue and yellow uniforms. The Spaniards are making it through the opening. And they're being countered by the Cazador battalion, and this militia unit is moving up to stop them from entering. Sounds like someone's climbing up here, but they're going to be countered by 2 units moving in to get through there. It seems the gates have been opened though. Oh, the Spanish thought, well, since the gate is open, we might as well go through there, but just as they were about to do that, the Portuguese closed the gates. A lot of casualties around here. We can see a lot of cavalry and a lot of dead soldiers. The Spanish are now going full force. Oh, what do we have here? These guys are actually being fired upon in the flank, so they need to move and open fire on the Portuguese. Since a lot of the Portuguese troops are being tied up by battle around this area, we should see about where to best go in and move in our men. Did the Spanish climb here? No, they didn't. I think we should climb the wall around here. And then we can filter through the gate. And we can get this gate as well. And get the cavalry in through there. We sent these guys off. Portuguese troops retreating out of there. Get towards that wall. I hope they're not trying to climb this one. There's very heavy fighting through the opening right here. Fight on, men! Fight hard! The Portuguese should probably move their general closer to support them there. I'm not entirely sure how they lost so many men died on this side of the wall. The Portuguese are just, at this point, looks as though they're sending really everyone down here. This unit, whatever it is about to break, but so is the Spanish cavalry. Part of the Spanish cavalry or something, I think it is about to break through there. I'm not entirely sure if these guys are just waiting for this to get opened. You know what? The Portuguese has abandoned this side as well, so we can move on that one. And we can have these guys ready to go through as this opening opens up. Looks like they managed to force their way through the gate, but it's met with heavy resistance. A lot of bayonets flying around here. Well, not really flying around, but being waved around. The situation at the front is stabilizing for both parties, and they're just slowly tearing each other apart. What's this? That's an enemy unit that is turned up in our rear. Has come back. Move to engage it. The Spanish lancers are attacking them. Sort of ish. Our units are opening up. Also, yes, I should say that we have gotten the last of the upgrades. So, oh, what gates? Ah, this gate has been taken over by us for some reason. It's ours, so we can force our way through there. This part is breaking apart, which is kind of unfortunate because now the Spanish are trying to climb that bit. And so now they're locked up there. So the only way for them to get out there is to go down again. Oh, the gate here as well. All the gates are ours. Could we then get all our men quickly to go through here and get these guys? Oh, we opened up here as well. Get these two to go through there, and these four to come through there, and then come in from all sides. Unfortunately now it's very laggy because everyone's sort of rallying, everyone's sort of messing up around the corners there. We're filtering through right here with all our men, and what I want to do is I want to create just drag the lines out like that. Get and hurry before these guys decide to bayonet charge you. Oh, we're being stopped by a battalion of cazadors. Bayonet. Bayonets. Gentlemen, bayonets. Is that the Spanish general? Yes, it is. Spanish general. We're still fighting over there. How's it going over here? Portuguese troops are holding well. Okay, some of our troops that are going through here were caught by this Cazador battalion. But I think the Portuguese have realized we're coming through now. And are trying to stop us. This battalion was sent off, and we're going to be able to get through the gate here as well. This one has fully made it through. The Belgian Grenadiers are moving back to fight that battalion, which is holding up our advance through the gate. A lot of the the Portuguese defeated the Spaniards. They're all running away, and so now they're coming against our men. So we got a large bayonet fight going on here. This unit, though, these three managed to get through. I want you to go there then. The walls are no longer ours, and we can no longer get through there. Get to the front then. I can't believe that this guy is still standing out there. Well, if you get into the house and you come up behind there, you can aid with bayonets. Belgian Grenadiers get in through that building, and this unit will come and stand over there. I would like you though to go march back here. Bayonets! Bayonets, gentlemen! You know what? It looks like they're about to all completely just break apart. So bayonets! Bayonets, gentlemen! Bayonets!
Sir, our defenses are breached and failing.
Epic bayonet charge! Charge! Straight into them! Annihilate their flank! They're completely broken! This unit still holding on. And then the Spanish come through to inflict a bit of damage on the ones trying to escape here. And now it's just a wave of French soldiers. Going in. Pushing the Portuguese back against the wall. Do we have anyone at the... We need to put someone, one unit, this unit, will go ahead and claim the flag. But the rest can continue to chase the enemy. It would have been cool if you took prisoners, similar to what you do in medieval, and that you could have we could have ransomed them. Well, now the Portuguese nation is gone. I want to continue a little bit here. Since the Portuguese nation is gone,
Our defenses are breached.
but I think that would have been nice. You know, given how many Portuguese troops were fighting over here, there's not that many corpses. We got one Portuguese soldier running away. Quite a lot more here though, when we got all those men, all our troops charging bayonets straight almost into the wall. Just pushing up a lot of them through there, and we got quite a few over here. And then the Spanish fought them very heavily here, but quite stupid of them. I want to raise the French flag over this fort. We'll let the Portuguese run away though. Did the Spanish go? Didn't they have one soldier running around? Or one infantry unit that made it? They've got through here. Let's see, pull up the map. Oh, Allied troops do not register really on it. They register no, they do not register. Retreating troops register. Oh, and the cannons need to hold fire as well. I'm not entirely sure what they're shooting at, but it can't be good. The Spanish, in the end, had the general left, which I think is this guy. And they had their lancers left. And then their cannons back here, which are still actually firing at something. They're shooting at the retreating troops. Oh, and no, that was our general. Well, the fort has been secured. It is ours, and so the battle is over. Quit the battle. Horrific victory. I guess that's because of all the Spanish troops we lost. Let's go ahead and save this. horrific victory. Well, if I'm going to invade Spain afterwards, I don't really care whether or not what happened to their men. And clearly, since their general was being quite the idiot. Let's see. Who got the most kills? Fusiliers of the line. The 12th Belgian Regiment. 45th and 56 Belgians. Quite good. But do we see the Spanish here? Can we see the Spanish down here somewhere? We see a lot of Fusilier of the line and stuff, but I think some of these must be... No. No, these are all ours, I guess. No, we didn't get to see the Spanish. Unfortunate. But apparently we lost 2,000 men, which can't be among our troops. Because if you quickly count the troops here, you probably land at around 200 or something like that. Portugal is ours, and the nation of Portugal is destroyed. Commanding, he got siege expert, and then we're gonna repair this. Seems that we cannot recruit any troops, but the Grand Museum is anyways gonna turn into an ordnance. And then the fort is gonna be destroyed, because, well, fort battles. You know how much I like them. And then, in case we need to fight the Spanish, we're gonna make a depot there. And then we repair all of that. Very good. So we can launch operation, if we're going against the Spanish, we can launch operations from Portugal. One prong going to Gibraltar, one going to Madrid. Then we can have two, one going through here and one going through here, and then we'll have a ship, so we can take them over quite quickly. Because Spain has a lot of full stacks, and we want to avoid as much as possible fighting a lot of them. Anyways, Portugal is now ours, and what's next is the invasion of England, which I've already prepared. So the English, Sir John Jervis, is actually going to land another army in Denmark, I believe. So he's sending an army away, just as I'm about to launch my D-Day invasion. So I'm gonna launch these 3 ships next to London here, and then we've already actually landed one force. Juno has landed in Glasgow and is gonna move down and capture Edinburgh without a fight. And then we sent the navy to destroy Liverpool. So the English is in quite the difficult situation and will be able to land. We're gonna land Napoleon, Marshal Ney, and who's the third one? Lannes. So these 3 generals will be launched onto the English coast. But we have to make sure that we come in an area where we not directly come in contact with the English armies. We're gonna land just here, so not that Napoleon lands first and then he gets swarmed or he gets attacked by the army directly, because I sort of want the English to drag all of the men together for one big battle against these 3 armies. So we want to land them right here, and we can actually do that this turn around. So first Napoleon is gonna land. Why do they want to land over there? I want to land right there. There, Napoleon has landed. And now it's Marshal Ney. And then it's Lannes. It's gonna land in the middle there. Why exactly do you not want to land where I'm telling you to land? There we go. It's worried now that it's gonna drag into a battle, so it's without. It's far from the enemy, and yes. Next time around, we'll what I think I'd do is I'll end the turn, and I want the British to drag all the men together to fight us. Well, we can't actually attack because we've just landed. It would have been better, of course, securing a port and then landing through there. No, it actually doesn't allow us to move out either if we land at a port. But yeah, that's the situation. Let's just make sure no one's too unhappy. Well, these states are unhappy, so maybe we'll go ahead and invade them at the same time. Or later down the line. But I want to make sure sort of that we don't drag this out too long. So that... and also that we go ahead and decide when the end is going to be, so we have plenty of time sort of to decide. So there's no big gap in between this campaign and the next one. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this one, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye!